Good morning, students. Okay, continuation of biomolecules. Second topic, proteins. Okay, these are the polymeric compounds of amino acids. First, we'll discuss about the amino acids. Then move into the what are proteins. How many types of proteins are there? We'll see in continuation structure of proteins. Okay, here, what is the meaning of amino acid? Before seeing the amino acid, proteins, what is a Greek word? Protein is a Greek word. It means proteus. Proteus. Proteus means primary. Primary or prime importance. Prime important means primary importance. That means these are only important for the growth of human body and maintenance of various physiological activities inside the human body. These exclusively proteins used for the growth of human body and here maintenance of physiological activities present in a human body. Present in a human body. And proteins are most abundant biomolecules. Okay, here proteins are most abundant biomolecules. Most abundant biomolecules. And sources of proteins, so many sources are there. The important sources are milk, cheese, egg, okay, fish, meat, pulses, okay, pulses. All these are the best sources for the. All these are the best source for the proteins. Along with the peanuts. These are the important sources: peanuts, meat, pulses, fish, egg, cheese, milk. All these are the chief sources, important sources for the proteins. What are proteins? Polymeric compounds of amino acid called as proteins. These proteins are also called as polypeptides. Proteins are also called as polypeptides. We'll see in conclusion what are polypeptides. And here, when you will do the hydrolysis of proteins, we give amino acid. All these amino acids are only alpha amino acids. Most of the amino acids are alpha amino acids. Most of the naturally occurred amino acids are alpha amino acids. Over here, what is the meaning of amino acid? What is the definition of amino acid? The molecule which contain amino functional group and carboxylic acid functional group. The molecules which have amino functional group and carboxylic acid functional group are called amino acids. Okay, here, in amino acids, this NH2 group has this signature, carboxylic acid group has acidic nature. That means it contains two groups, means most of the amino acids are neutral in nature. neutral in nature. Okay, see the example for amino acids. So many examples are there, nearly 20 amino acids are there, but here I am taking 2 amino acids. One is glycine. Okay, second one is tyrosine. Glycine. Okay, the Greek name of this one is glycine. Okay, tyrosine. Glycine means sweet in taste. The sweet taste containing proteins have glycine amino acid. This is the first amino acid. Glycine is the first amino acid. Second one is tyrosine. Tyrosine means cheese. Okay, this is mainly present in cheese. Tyrosine is also one of the important amino acid. This is mainly present in cheese. Okay, just this is about the introduction of amino acid and general formula of amino acid, general structure of amino acid. Okay, carbon. Here R means alkyl group. R means alkyl group. And here H, COOH and NH2. This is the general formula of amino acid. Different amino acids exist. Their structures by changing the alkyl group. And when you are representing the amino acids, just in point of view, in other point of view, they may indicate with 3 letters or they may indicate with 1 letter. They may indicate with 3 letters or 1 letter. Suppose glycine is there. Glycine may be indicated with GLY, 3-letter word, or may be indicated with G. Glycine, alanine, tyrosine, aspartic acid, aspargine, different types of amino acids are present in our proteins topic. We will see in continuation, okay, all those topics. We'll see in continuation all those topics, proteins and amino acid. Today we'll discuss amino acid. Next video we'll discuss about the proteins. And here, this is about the just introduction of amino acid. What is amino acid? Which groups are present? Example for amino acid. Okay. Then see the classification of amino acids. Okay, classification of amino acid. Otherwise, we'll see. Wait. Classification of amino acid. How many types of classifications are there? We'll see here 3 important classifications are there. In that way, first classification of amino acids based on attachment of amino group. Attachment of amino group. See, based on this, before classifying, here just I want to explain one simple one. This is the functional group. It's a functional group. It is a adjacent carbon, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. If amino group attached at first carbon or this carbon we call alpha carbon, this carbon we called first carbon after the functional group. First carbon we called alpha carbon, second carbon beta carbon, okay, third carbon gamma carbon, fourth carbon delta carbon. If amino group attached with alpha carbon, we called alpha amino acids. Alpha amino acids. See example. Next, if amino group is attached here, beta carbon, we called beta amino acids. Okay, if amino group attached to gamma carbon, we called gamma amino acids. Okay, if amino group attached with delta carbon, we called delta amino acids. Just based on the attachment of amino group to carbon atom, amino acids are classified into 4 types. One is alpha amino acid, beta amino acid, and gamma amino acid, and delta amino acid. Okay, here I am writing example, and one more thing. Most of the naturally occurred amino acids are alpha amino acids only. Most of the amino acids, naturally occurred amino acids are alpha amino acids only. One more thing. If you hydrolyze any protein gives only alpha amino acid. Never give the beta, never give the gamma, never give the delta. Okay, see the example for that one. COOH. Here CH2. Here NH2. Okay, for example, here R. See, NH2 functional group is present alpha carbon. So this is the best example for alpha amino acid. Okay, example for this alanine is there, different examples are there, but just remember alpha amino acid. What is alpha amino acid? Next, beta amino acid means NH2 group attached to beta carbon. Alpha, beta. This is the best example for beta amino acid. Next, gamma amino acid. Example for gamma amino acid are CH, NH2, CH2, CH2, COOH. This is the gamma, alpha, beta, gamma. NH2 functional group is presented gamma carbon, so we called gamma amino acid. Here NH2 group is presented beta carbon, we called beta amino acid. NH2 group presented alpha carbon, we called alpha amino acid. Okay. Next, delta amino acid means, or R means here alkyl group, any alkyl group. Here amino, CH2, 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 COOH. Alpha carbon, beta carbon, gamma carbon, delta carbon. NH2 group is attached to delta carbon, so these are simply considered as a delta amino acids. Delta amino acids. Okay, just this is about the one classification based on the amino acid. And one more based on nature. Based on the nature, amino acids are classified into 3 types. Based on the nature, amino acids are classified into 3 types. See here those 3 types. One is neutral amino acid. Neutral amino acid. Okay, here acidic amino acids. Acidic amino acid. Next, third one, basic amino acids. Okay, what is the amino acid? R, C, H, COOH, NH2. This is the amino acid. Okay, if you have any molecule, if any amino acid have one NH2, okay, one COOH functional group, one NH2, one COOH functional group, okay, that become neutral. Such type of amino acids are called neutral amino acids. Okay, most of the amino acids are neutral amino acids. Example for this neutral amino acid: glycine, alanine. Glycine, alanine. These are the neutral amino acids. These contain only one amino functional group, and here one. Okay, here acid functional group. One amino functional group and one acid functional group. Next, acidic amino. Okay, acidic amino acids. Acidic amino acid means it contains one NH2 functional group, more than one carboxylic acid groups. More than one means it may be two. Okay, example for this: aspartic acid is also one of the amino acid. Aspartic acid and glutamic acid. Glutamic acid, aspartic acid and glutamic acid, these are the best example for acidic amino acid. What are the acidic amino acids? These contain more COOH groups than amino functional group. Such type of acids are called, such type of amino acids are called acidic amino acids. Next example for basic amino acid, these contain two NH2 functional group, one COOH functional group. That means here we have the more number of amino functional group than carboxylic acid functional group. Example, lysine is the best example. Asparagine. Asparagine, these are the best example for the, okay, these are the best example for the basic amino acid. Based on the nature, amino acids classified into three types. What are those? Neutral amino acids. Okay, neutral amino acids. Yes, na? Neutral amino acids, and here acidic amino acids, and here basic amino acids. Neutral means equal number of amino and okay, carboxylic acid functional group. Acidic means more number of carboxylic acid functional group. Okay, basic means more number of amino functional group. More number of amino functional groups. This is about the second classification. Okay, second classification of amino acids. Then in continuation, we will see the third classification of amino acids. Third classification of amino acids. The third classification based on source. Okay, based on source, amino acids classified into two types. Based on source, amino acids are classified into two types. One is essential amino acids. Essential amino acids. Second one, non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids, and second one, non-essential amino acids. Okay. Essential amino acids means we require. Non-essential means we not require. Not require. That means these are synthesized in the human body. Non-essential amino acids synthesized in the human body. Essential amino acid will take from diet. Okay, we'll see the definition of this essential and non-essential amino acid. Okay, the amino acid which can be synthesized in human body we called non-essential amino acid. Already is there in present, already these are present in body. So we outside. That's why these are called non-essential amino acids. Example for this, glycine, alanine. It's the best example for the non-essential amino acid. Okay, here essential amino acid means the amino acid which cannot be synthesized in the human body and will take from the diet are called essential amino acids. Essential amino acids. Example for essential amino acids: valine, okay, leucine, isoleucine, all are okay. Maximum examples are there. Okay, sorry, not isoleucine, only leucine is the essential amino acid. Essential amino acid. Okay, leucine, lysine also. These are the best example for essential amino acid. These are the best example for non-essential amino acid. This is the one more classification of amino acids. Then in continuation, we'll see the some of the important amino acid. 20 amino acids are present in our syllabus. We'll see in continuation those 20 amino acids. 20 amino acids with their structure and representation with the 3-letter word and single letter. We'll see in continuation. Just I will write and I will explain. Okay. See some of the important amino acids here. 20 are there. First I wrote 8. Glycine. Okay, here amino acid are CH, COOH and NH2. Okay, this is the common part. But here this only difference. R. Here I wrote here R. These are the R. If you replace with R, all these substances will get a different amino acids. First glycine, replace it with hydrogen. 3-letter word is GLY. 1 letter is here G. Next alanine, CH3, ALA. Single letter is A. Valine, this group. Valine, B. Leucine, here this group. Leucine, L. Isoleucine is the isoleucine. Represented with INE. Symbol is I. Arginine. Here we have the imino functional group. So this we called imine functional group containing amino acid. Imine functional group contain amino acid. Double bond C double bond NH group. NH functional group we called imine function group. Imine function group containing molecule called as imine arginine. This is arginine is the imine function group containing molecule. Need point of view they may ask chance. They may ask the chance to ask. Okay, lysine. Amino group is there, CH2 taken 4 times. Extra amino group is there, so it is basic amino acid. Here one amino acid group and one amino group is there, so basic amino acid. And here extra COH group is there, glutamic acid. Extra COH group is there, use GUC, glutamic acid, use GLU, GLU. Symbol is E. Extra COH group is present here, so we called this is acidic amino acid. Acidic amino acid. These are the first 8 amino acids. Okay, in continuation, I will write some more amino acid and I will explain some more amino acids. We'll see. Okay, see here, I wrote from 9 to 50 aspartic acid. Here extra COH group is there. Okay, 3-letter word is ASP, dedicated with D. extra COH group is there, so it is acidic amino acid. Next, glutamine, 3-letter word is GLN, and your NH2 functional group is there, so it is extra NH2 functional group is there, so it is basic amino acid. Next, asparagine also extra amino group is there, so it is also one of the best example for basic amino acid. Next, threonine amino acid, it contains OH functional group, so these are called hydroxy amino acids. Hydroxy amino acids, symbol T. And serine also, it also has extra OH group, it also has OH group. This also called as hydroxy amino acid. Can we find everything else? Which is hydroxy amino acid, which is basic amino acid, and like that also. And here thioalcohol functional group, sulfur containing, here thioether functional group. This is sulfur, this is sulfur. These two are the sulfur containing amino acids. Here thioalcohol functional group, here thioethyl functional group, but these are two sulfur functional group containing amino acids. Sulfur functional group containing amino acids. These are the first 15 amino acids. Just replace with R. Here replace with R. Replace in place of R with these alkyl group. We'll get the different amino acids. Okay, in continuation, we'll see some more important amino acid. Last 5 amino acids. Okay, in continuation, see last series of amino acid. One is phenylalanine. This contains phenyl group. PHE indicate with F. That means it is aromatic amino acid. Okay, here tyrosine is there. Here OH phenyl group, and that means phenyl group. It is also aromatic amino acid or phenol containing amino acid. Phenol containing amino acid. Tryptophan is a heterocyclic ring containing. This is the symbol heterocyclic ring. Heterocyclic ring. See here tryptophan. Here this is heterocyclic ring. Here nitrogen is there, so we call it heterocyclic ring. Represent with TRT W. This is the heterocyclic ring containing amino acid. And histidine. This is also one of the amino acid. Heterocyclic ring amino acid. NH is there. Histidine H. It is also one of the heterocyclic ring containing amino acid. Next, proline. It is also one of the saturated heterocyclic ring. These are unsaturated. This also unsaturated. This saturated heterocyclic ring containing amino acid. Okay, these are the important amino acids. All these are the important amino acids. By using these amino acids, we prepare the polypeptides. In another word, we called as proteins. Okay, after this topic, classification, definition. After this topic, in continuation, we will discuss physical properties of amino acid and structure of proteins. Okay, how we prepare the proteins by using amino acids. What is the meaning of polypeptide bond? In continuation, we will see those topics. Thank you.